morning, fishy friends. Welcome to your morning's entertainment. Grab your croissants, pancakes, or Vegemite on toast and wake up to today's host, that buttery smooth groovy cat, Mr. Salem.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this morning's entertainment. We're here back after whenever it was that we were here last. Not yesterday, or was it yesterday? Might have been yesterday at some point, but we're back after then, which was when we did Nikki in Disney Dreamlight Valley, I'm assuming, because that's all we've done for the past couple of days of sorts. Yes. But we're back after that for possibly some of that, maybe depending on how we go. Because this stream's the end section of this stream is gonna be the sleeping part. Yeah, but that's got to be at the end. It can't be at the start or in the middle. But not yet. So that will be this stream. But before that, I was planning on actually starting a little bit earlier, but it was too cold to come out. I mean, it's colder now, but it was still too cold then. And then I was like, but then I'm going to have to go for a break for a shower before then I go to sleep. So that didn't work out. So instead I just delayed it and I had my shower and now I'm here. So there'll be not too long between shower and sleep, which is my preference. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So what we'll actually be doing is hopefully I'll get to doing some of the dailies, maybe, but we're going to sort through some of the card stuff that'll be getting sent off for the grading, because I still need to do that and still haven't done that. I got the majority of it, but not all of it. So I'll be finishing that off and probably getting a bunch of other stuff ready for doing in the near future and so on. But yeah, so that's so it's what do they call it, a co-working studying thing, because it's sorting things, looking at things, and I'm filling out a spreadsheet and I'm researching, finding information to put in it, which is anyway. Let me read the catch up and what's it called? Oh, also, on the Discord, let me actually. Oh, I can't grab with that one. I can. Oh, fiddlesticks. Let me grab with this one. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I got it. Wow. We've got the early starter sort of whatchamacallit poll. Got the poll for the board games up, so people are able to go and do their multiple choice option things if they want of the games, the board games that they're like, oh, maybe we would like you to be watching, you see, and you play this one. And so these are all the ones that we own, but not all the ones that we own. It is most of the ones that we own. Dimitri was like, these are all the ones that he can easily get access to. He doesn't want to go through his other room and pick out other ones and find the names of them and stuff. But it's most of them. And it's a large portion of mine, because mine have been all on an actual database thing, so I was able to just copy paste it and everything. Yes, so basically, like the top couple of them will go on to the ones that will actually do polls in here on stream, you know, over the couple of weeks and stuff like that. Yeah. So this is to gauge the interest of which ones people are possibly interested in. So yes. Anyway, a woo pack. My Salem's back, bright and early after all that Infinity Nikki grinding in those honk shoe me. That was not even the last one. That would from last stream. I thought my magical cat would be sleeping in, but no, they're here for a workplace sleep. What kind of juicy bones will I get to sniff out today? Will it be more fashion battles or just some cozy yapping? Even if your day's been rough, my Salem's here to make it perfect. Will this wolf finally get to cuddle my tired kitty, or will the work keep them howling for more? And congratulations, Viking, on coming first. I hope that you're going well and wonderful this evening. This evening. Yes, this evening. Hi, good nocturnal. What are you doing up? I had to not sleep yet, so I can sleep soon. That's what I'm doing up. The sleep stream then. Gotcha. And congratulations, Wigglestick, on coming second. I hope that you're going well and wonderful this evening. Nope. Yep, there we are. I just came out of the shower. I'm all watered up already. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Very much appreciated. Hope that you're going well and wonderful. Yes. Hi, Sam. Hi, fucking. Hi, Sam. Hi, fucking. Good morning, Kuro. I hope that you're well and wonderful this morning. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Wiggles. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Wiggle. Logan, I had another visit in the clinic about my cough and still very tired from trip. Oh, not good, not good. But hopefully they're like, yes, it is this. Here is the thing to make it all better for you. And then you're like, goody. And then you got home, but still tired. But you have the thing to make you all good and better. Hopefully. Yes. But no worries. We look forward to seeing you next time, whenever that happens to be. Workplace sleep. Repeat. Yes. Hi, Cranky. Hi, Yakuro, and good afternoon, Cranky. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Hi, Yakuro. Hi, Cranked. Hi, Cranky. Cranky. Sorry. Hello, Viking. Hi, you Wiggle. It's pronounced Kurtkrankt like the Krasankskis sisters, which probably I assume no one would know because they're an Australian comedy group thing. But yes, it's up. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's the Watcher Bee. He's watching and checking everything out. And if you turn him on the side, his eyes become a coin slot for a very short period of time. So you got to be real quick to try and throw your coin in. And if you miss it, then you just go hit him in the head. And then he's really going to keep his eye on you. Well, eyes on you, yeah. But fantastic. Just noticed. Yee. And then you got the whoosh, and you got the gloop, gloop, gloop. Yes. Look at him go. Ho ho. Oh, Cranky, the new function B is an emoticon. Funky. Love that. Sadly, no. All I got, it's likely not pneumonia, and to eat honey and rest. Ah, well, it's good that it's likely not pneumonia. That's partially, possibly good. I mean, it's not definitely not pneumonia, but it's likely not pneumonia. So that's a positive. It's at least not definitely pneumonia. So we're somewhere in the near positive area, I guess. Maybe. Yes, unfortunately, they didn't give you the answer, the secret to health. But hopefully, yes, you can be real better real soon. I also hope that your other sibling, I believe, was also unwell. I hope that they're feeling better. And I believe your other sibling's graduation would have happened, so I hope that went as well as could have been for them. Yes. Haha. Get the coin in and he'll stop watching and you get a free redeem. Ooh. Celebrating my Emoticon grind. Yes. Very good. Very good. Well-deserved celebration. Yes. Been working hard. Doing the gloop, gloop, gloop. And then the watcher bee. And getting them all done. Very good. On a roll. Don't stop. Don't stop. While inertia is in effect. Keep it going. But yeah, fantastic. Right, yes. So the poll is there for the board games for people to show the interest in which ones they're interested in. And then when in like a week or something like that, I'll grab the top ones and then we'll start doing polls for them to get that all sorted out. Because then that's when we'll figure out, okay, well, all these ones, minimum of 2 people, fantastic. Or all of these ones, or some of these ones, minimum of 3 or 4 people, or something like that, or maximum of 5 people. So then I can start figuring that out and trying to see who I need to try and lasso into coming here for the actual stream of the board game one. So, but yes, yes. Also, I don't know if I mentioned. Did I mention last stream? I don't know if I knew last stream. No, I didn't mention last stream because I didn't know last stream. I'm pretty sure. This Friday to Saturday will be the spooky game with Dimitri. So he'll be here Friday night, and then we'll start streaming Friday night, and we'll go through the night. I mean, the game doesn't go that long, but yes. So now it won't be like the Lego ones or anything like that, how we go overnight, because we'll be starting at night. So providing Dimitri doesn't stay up like all early morning and everything, we shouldn't be falling asleep. We shouldn't be nearly falling asleep. There'll be no sleep breaks because the stream won't go that long. We're doing the whole game, but the game's only like 4.5 hours or something like that. So you give our extra what's called maybe 2-3 hours. We're looking at maybe only like a 6 to 7 hour stream, like a normal stream time. It's just got to be done over night time. That's all, because it's a spooky game. So yes, that will be the Man of Medan, the Dark Pictures Anthology, Man of Medan, the first one. So that's our Friday night to very early Saturday, which will be like Friday morning to Friday afternoon for most other people, sort of. That's this Friday, Saturday. Yeah, and like I said, this is the sleeping one, so that's another one getting marked off of the things that we've got to get done. It's cold in here. I've had the heater on, warming up for a bit, and compared to outside, it's warm. But sitting here, it's cold. Maybe it's because I'm still holding it up. But it's cold. So yeah. What's it like over there? When I checked earlier, it was like 7 degrees. So I woke up at like 6 degrees here. Ooh, yeah. So similar-ish then. 15 now and sunny, so better. Ah, yes. It's not 15 and sunny. Winter buddies, yes, we can freeze together. During the day, it's a bit warmer. I think during the day we're still like around the maybe 20-ish, maybe. I don't know. I don't check the thing during the day because it's not super cold. I'm only checking when it's cold, and I'm like, oh, actually, one of my phones I think was telling me what tomorrow's gonna be. Not that one. Oh no. Okay, never mind. It's 3 degrees here. It's dropped. No wonder it's like still cold, because I should probably turn my what's it called up again. My flipping wallpaper stop, because I use a video wallpaper. It dies sometimes. So I have to reignite it. There we go. Boop, boop, beep. So yes, currently 3 degrees. I was hoping it was going to tell me what tomorrow is. I did earlier, but oof, nope. Oh. Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit. Only for a little short time, and then I'll turn it back down. Because I don't want it to get too hot in here. Warm me up. But yeah, so like I said, I mean, in hindsight, despite the fact that we haven't actually done any of it yet, but hindsight of the planning of it is, it probably would have been better to do the game stuff first, right? To get my daily stuff done, to make sure I get that, because I need to make sure I get that stuff done. So I don't miss out on getting my fancy leaf top and other things, right? But also, I need to get the card stuff done. Otherwise, I'm going to get charged a fee for taking too long. So we will actually start we'll do the card stuff, and hopefully we don't need to do all of it as long as we get some of it done, because I've actually got a bunch of it actually technically already done, or picked out. I just need to finalize my pickings and then fill out the list, which means I have to actually then get all the information, which is where it gets real tricky, especially with the flipping One Piece stuff. Be right back. Alrighty, no worries, don't get lost. We look forward to your safe return. Alright, well, in that case, let me move the things, and we can change over to the thing. Will this just work? I need to take the thing off first, otherwise it would not work. Will this just work? It does. I mean, it's not in the perfect place, but it's working-ish, right? What if we go... Now, what was I going to say? Something. Right, with the sleep and stuff, though, when we do get to that, we've got an update for you. No. We'll restart install your update in 15 minutes. No. All right. Fish. Now I don't remember what I was saying. Right. The light things, it's such a... It's just a big thing. It's not a big thing. It's just... Can't be bothered doing it. So we're not going to have the light stuff in for people to be able to make the lights go off. But you'll still be able to make noises and stuff like that through bits and things. The thing is I don't know if the sounds come through on your side. They come through on my side, but I don't know if they come through on your side. So I'll think with that later, if I remember. I know, like, the visual is there. I'm just not always sure about the actual sound. I know some of them do, because there's two different alert things I've got. I've got my old original alert stuff, right? But then I've also got the new Twitch alert stuff, which I've got to have to get the extra 2 emoticons. So, anyway, right. So we've got the grading things, the palms off grading holders, which are the ones that I use. Not sure if you've seen them before. Where's the thing? Oh, it's upside down. There we go. Which is where, instead of using top loaders, they're a lot nicer to use because they're semi-rigid, but it's just easier to get the cards out, which is one of the things, right, with the top loaders, because they're so sort of hard, is that if you're not careful, you can hurt your card when you're taking it out, or even putting it in, really. Johnson, who we had here the first time we went through One Piece cards, we went through my 3 boxes and Heath's 3 boxes. He actually got some top loaders once where the top loaders were actually manufactured incorrectly. And in the middle of it, the plastic was actually still sealed. So he puts a card in, he goes to put it down into it, and it hits the thing. I don't know if it damaged the card or not, but he was freaking out about it because he's like, it could have damaged the card, whether or not it did or didn't. But yeah, but that's like he would get them in bulk, cheap ones. A lot of my ones are actually reused ones, or some of them are the cheaper ones that we've gotten sometimes. Some of them actually, I've got some from actual Farms Off Grading. Yeah. Speaking of, before we get into actually doing the what's it called, we do have a package maybe that we should open and go through, because it's somewhat related and relevant of sorts in a way. Sorts of. Let me just move my phones around so they don't get lost. Put that one there. Now I can put that one there and you can't see it. Fantastic, because that would be troublesome. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I know. I really need to put all these things back up. I got the flippin' what are they called? GameStop tubs down there that Dimitri went with last time. I just haven't gotten around to putting them back up there. We will eventually. Right. I got a package here. You can't see it. Let's go back to the other one. I got a package here. You can see it, but barely. What's in this package? The other stuff, that's the card stuff. We'll get to that in a moment. But we've got a package here. What's in this package? Oh, we don't need to do the guessing game thing because, like I said, it's basically related. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be, this package, this box. I don't remember getting stuff that would mean it would need to be this big. I don't think. I guess it depends on how they packaged it. Okay. Woo. Right. I'm glad that one's not on because you can't see that. Is that really what I... Hold up. Let me hold this one over here so I can count as well when the stuff's coming out. Packing slip. Yeah, okay. Is that all the stuff that I got? You know, that looks alright. Why is this thing so big? Maybe them? I don't know. Ooh, in time for a box opening. Yay, yes. Alright. We've got a bunch of little leaflety things. Ho, look at this. Oh. It's a box from a Palms Off Grading, because I got more sleeve stuff from. It's a thing about their collector's signature top loader zip binders. They have binders where you can actually put your cards in top loaders in the actual binder. Yeah. They only had, I think, one available, like one color option available when I was going through this. I'm like, I wouldn't mind getting one of them maybe one day. But yeah, and then their signature series graded card cases. They're cases for your graded cards. Oh, and then their stealth zip binders, which we actually have here. And then the other side is the signature series zip binders, which we actually have one of both. They're inside, but they're the ones that are that I have the waifu cards in. And I don't know what the other one. I think the other one's actually got waifu cards as well. They've both just got waifu cards in them. I've got another one of the stealth ones inside, and that's got the wrestling, the rock'em sock'em stuff. But yeah, they're nice. They're binders. All right. We've got a thank you card from them. Instead of having like a little what's it called thank you, they actually have a card. Thank you. Your purchase has helped support a small Australian business working hard to bring you Aussie-owned TCG products. You're the best. and it's all like it's got stars. Whoa, thank you. Why is this thing so big? Yeah, that's what she said. Ooh, not to me, she didn't. Got it. Nice, yes. Then they got stickers. It's a Nidoran King, but like a little bit rougher than normal looking. All right. I need a pen so I can mark off my on the packing list to make sure I got everything. All right, let's maybe if I can. I got all the WhatsApp calls, which is good because then I can reuse this. But then where am I meant to put it all? All right, we've got tag sleeves. Tag sleeves are the ones that are actually really good. Go with those grading ones, right? Because the top of the sleeves have that little tag, which is really helpful for getting them in and out. Even if you use a top loader, it instead of having to try and open the hard plastic and everything and get your fingers in, and then you're cutting your fingers and everything like that, try and pull your card out, with that little tag part, which sort of sticks up, you can just easy pull in and out. Easy pull out and slightly push in with it, I guess. So it's the tag ones are really handy, especially for sending off for grading, so they can get them out and they won't get beaten up. So 2 tag ones. Now, I believe that's because they are a part of... yes. All right. So, let me... Things with tags. There we go. Ho-ho! It's a box of their grading holders, which is the exact same as that what I got over there, but it's their newly designed box, which can be used to actually write what's in there. Ho-ho! In this box. Reuse this box to store your cards. Oh. Ah. They no longer have the freedom units on it. On the old ones, they had the freedom units written, but now they don't. They just have them written in millimeters. But yeah, so it's just more of those things. Just another one because we're going to be going through a bunch of them. Well, I've already gone through a bunch, but so I've got more. Stickers, cool. Pokemon too, yes. Do you happen to have a bag to put the packing peanuts in? That's what I usually do to keep them stored. I just put them in a big box, so I don't have to use a bag. I try not to use bags because, bags eventually deteriorate and tear down, and all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah. Help the innuendos flying around. I think they're technically edible too, or summer. Yes, yes. I can't remember how you meant to figure it out. Duckentine just puts them in his mouth and tries to chew it, and then he's like, "Yep, nope, that one you can," or "Yeah, no, that one you can't." So, packing peanuts. I mean, yes, but why? Why? The packing peanuts? Because they're edible, I guess. That's why you put them in your. So it's circle of life or something, right? Hey, what's better, cocaine or cannabis? I mean, you're still a bit of a picking a poison here, but trick question. Yame gyokuro brewed at 106 degrees for 4 to 5 minutes. Sure. I don't have either coffee or tea. All right, now we're into actual top loaders. So these are a 75 point. Now, it's green tea. Oh, well, like I said, I don't drink coffee or tea. How they do the sizing for the sleeves, for cards, for top loaders is a point system, which I believe is based on inches. I think it's inches. And the points are out of 100 of an inch and 100th of an inch or something, maybe? I don't know. It's confusing. But basically, your smallest is your 35 point, which we've actually got here, 35 point. Then from 35 The next ones, which are slightly thicker cards, are I think 55, and then after that you got your 75. Yeah, and then you probably got something in between. Then you got 100, 130, and something. But most of the stuff that we have are just your normal cards, so they're your 35 ones, or they're actually like what 20, 25 or something. But you'd have your 35 top loaders. But we have pulled some like that, the metal cards, the material cards, memorabilia cards, like the one that we got with a bit of snipping of Sylvester Stallone's shirt. You know, they're much thicker ones, so they're usually sitting around. You know, usually those cards are themselves like 80 or something. So you got to go like 100 or something like that for them. Anyway, this was top loader 75, one of them. Yep. All right. 35s. What do we got of them? Oh, we got 5 of them. Okay. Fish. Ugh. I have a soda of ginger for cleansing. It's a bit bitter / umami, and I love it. Ooh, sounds lovely. And thank you very much for this subscription over on YouTube, Michael. I'm just off of the black tea for the morning. Ah, what's the? We've got black tea. Not that one there. That lady there with the red hair, the auburn hair, the orange hair. That anime lady. She's black tea. That one down there. That is the yerba mate tea lady. This one here. That. She is the ginger turmeric one. And then this one here is the sleepy time with theamine tea. What kind? Oh, mine's a puree. She looks to be sitting in a outdoor courtyard. So whichever one is good for that. I have never had any of them because I don't drink tea. And Dimitri only drinks his Yorkshire tea or something. Yeah. Yunnan, a southern China tea. Ah. Inside, I have some Taiwanese red something tea sent to us from one of the former berry pickers that used to live here. She sent some fancy Taiwan tea, and she also sent some weird jelly things, which I haven't tried yet. I think one of them actually might be a tea one as well. I think one's not a tea one, and another one is a tea one. So yeah, yes. Anyway, that was the 75. That's the 35. That's our second 35. Our third 35. Our fourth 35. It's because it was sliding towards one of the lenses. I was like, don't break the lens. You can break almost anything there, except the lens and the roadcaster. Don't break that. And then our fifth 35.1. And they're 25 each. So what's that? That's 125. Yeah. Earthy and warm. If you go to an import store and see a big wheel in the tea section, that's Yunnan puree. They press it into wheel shapes or bricks before packing and shipping. Ah, like cheese. Like a wheel of cheese. But it's a wheel of tea. Huh. Do you have your wheel of cheese with your wheel of tea? So you can have a really good time. Speaking of Asian things, we have Japanese-sized card sleeves. Now, I've gotten these just because not a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that we get is worth really much at all, but on the odd case, we do pull something out sometimes. It's just nicer having the proper actual size sleeves, just because the other ones that we normally use are actually slightly larger than normal ones, and normal ones themselves are already quite large for Yu-Gi-Oh size cards. So they're wibbling and wobbling around already super much more than normal. So having actual ones for them, the size for them, is handy. So we got a couple of them. What we got? We got a few of them. We got 1, We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. All right, fantastic. We got 5 of them. So that's 500. That'll last us a very long time with the rate in which it goes that we pull things actually really worth sleeving from Yu-Gi-Oh! Alrighty. Oh, we've got a fancy little thing here. We got some Haribo Gold Bears, the original since 1922. We got little gummy bears. They gave us some free little gummy bears. Ho, fantastic. Kids and grown-ups love it so. The happy world of Haribo. Huh. And it's European, you can tell, because they use a comma instead of a decimal point for their, or period, I should say. For their, what's it called? Best before the 3rd, 2026. A portion is approximately a little handful. But I mean, like, that's going to depend on how big your hand is, right? Alright. Alright. We have a Maglock card case. Now, Maglock, you can get screw down ones. I don't see the screw down ones very much these days at all. Most of them I see are the Maglock ones. Basically, with protecting your cards, right, that you like, and you're like, oh, this is super fancy, I want to protect it. On the low end, you've got your top loader, right, which is, you know, thicker, harderish plastic and stuff. So it's not just a sleeve. It's you know, it's got the solid on the sides and the bottom. At the top of the scale, you've got your actual graded. I was about to point behind me. I don't have any graded cards behind me. You've got your graded cards, right, which are in that hard slab, you know, the slabbed. And then right in the middle, you've got your maglock ones or your screw down ones. But again, I don't see screw down ones these days. But you've got your maglock ones in the middle. So you don't have to send it off to go and get graded. I mean, it's not getting graded, or you're not sending it off to get slabbed. But you're putting it in a thicker, hard, solid bit of plastic to protect it. And it's magnetic. It's got a little magnet usually at the top where it and keeps it looking nice and protected. I would show you some of my fancy ones that I have from back from my store with some of my magic ones. I've got some signature cards from way back when, but they're not out here, and I have no idea where they are. I have what's her name? Avatar of Woe, I believe. I have that signed by the artist of the artwork. She's real pretty. Oof. I got some nice cards that were signed. But yes, so they actually show the thickness sizing with the thing. So this is a 55 point, but it's got the differences with the little lines, so you can actually see. Okay, well that's how thick 55 is. That's how thick 75 is. Oh, look, that's 100. That's 180. So yeah, it's handy for if people really like cards, for example, and you're giving a gift to someone. You know, you don't have to go and spend your $20, $30 odd dollars to get it graded. You can put it in something like this and give it to someone. It's still nice and presentable for them to even sit it up somewhere. But so we got a 55 point. We got a 100 point. We got a 75 point. And we got a 130 point. Fantastic. There we are. So I just got these for some of the bigger ones that we pull that I probably won't get graded, but you know, like again, like that memorabilia one of the shirt of Sylvester Stallone. Put it in something like this, keep it nice and protected until maybe the day I do go to get it graded or whatever the case, if I ever decide to, right? Because some thicker cards, not all grading places will grade because their actual slabs aren't able to hold such thick things. Alright, now, I think we're good for these. How many of these do I have? Apparently, I have 13. Alright, so these are the normal sleeves. They're normal sleeves, which are good quality ones. The reason why I don't actually use these normally when we're sleeving stuff is because I go ones that are slightly larger, so it's easier to just get in real quick. But they're not great quality. the other ones, but they're just cheap and it's just for the quick protection of while we're fiddling around with things. These ones are real nice quality. They're penny sleeves. But yeah. So we have 13 of these. So 13 100s. That's 1,300. We got 1,300 sleeves here. Ho ho. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Peanut down. 11, 12. 13. So that should be all of them. Alright, so now I know why the box is so big. I swear the box last time wasn't as big. But, as we were just talking about before, with the little whatchamacall thing, right? We have a collector's series zip binder. But that's back the front. That's the front. Collector's series zip binder. Textured leather finish. Side-loading pockets. Durable steel zip closure. PVC acid-free pockets. Fit standard Japanese-style trading cards. And we got it in yellow. Ho ho! Because we have the turquoise one. Do they have the... No. So, we've got already the turquoise one. We've got a blue one, and we've got a purple one. I believe it's our blue one that is a collector series as well. So that's a... Oh, and we got a yellow one. We got the banana one. So I need to just figure out how to color code and what I'm putting in what with where now, where, and stuff. Probably the waifu cards. Because that's what I put in all my flipping binders for some reason. Or maybe some of the wrestling ones, like we did with the other one. I don't have that many wrestling ones though, so we don't really need to be doing that. But, I didn't realize that the cards had different sizes. Yes, yeah. Well, different thicknesses, but then also different sizes as well between your normal and your Japanese. But then there's also actually even more when you're going into board games as well. Oh, there's so many. It gets there's Fantasy Flight, I think it is, games. They are really good because on the back they have numbers, and then they have those same numbers or colors. I think it might be colors and numbers maybe. No, the number is how many packs you'll need, and the colors is the product. And then for the product, for the sleeves, they've got the colors. So it's like, this is the European board game size, blah 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 blah. But then it's like yellow, and then so on the back of a board game, by them, it'll have something like, it'll have the little yellow thing, and it'll have 4. So it means to sleeve all the cards in this board game, you need 4 packs of their yellow sleeve thing. So that's really good. Fantasy Flight Games do that, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So I've got a bunch of those ones for some of our board games. You know, that are on that list. Like I said earlier, that's on that that straw poll thing. Colorful is here. Good morning, Colorful Willie. Hi, Cranky. Hi, Viking. Hi, Lumia. Hi, Melvin. Hi, Salami. And a box. Hi, Colorful Willie. Would you like to pick a number, please? We just opened a box, but that was a free box. And it was sleeves. A whole lot of sleeves. 1,300 sleeves. And then 500 Japanese size sleeves. And then 125 top loaders. And then 25 thicker top loaders. And then 200 tag sleeves. And then some little gummy bears. And then a sticker of a spooky Nido King or something like that. Crazy times. Monster High. So that was everything, yeah? Bang. 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 Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, fantastic. Everything was there. Don't need you right now. Number 10. All right. I'll do that before I start putting things, stuff. Number 10. actual box. Prediction. What's in this box? Is there a game? Is there no game? Oh, the possibilities. Because it is an actual box. Oh, there might be one thing, or there might be multiple things in this box. It doesn't matter though. Whether there is one thing, or there is multiple things, all that matters is if in this box there is a game or not. There's 20 things. Only one of those things needs to be a game for the game to win. If there is one thing, that one thing needs to be a game for the game to win. If there's 20 things, and those 20 things are 20 games, well, at least one of them's a game, so game will win. If there's one thing, and it's not a game, then no game wins, because that one thing wasn't a game. So that's it. Only available on twitch.tv. What's inside Colourful Willy's package this morning? Let's find out. What did Colourful Willy get me? Okay. Wow, my prediction thingy wasn't showing up right, but I still did something, I guess. Ooh. Ooh. Did I not cut that? Did I cut that? Didn't I? Did I? There we go. Wait, no, oh, did I miss? Oh, I cut the back one, but not the front one? Yeah, alright. Ah, well. I got James's laptop set up for me to use while my PC is away. Ooh, very good, very good. Fantastic. At least you've got something to do with your things. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. And then that's just extra padding at the bottom. All right. We got strip of bubble wrap. A thinner but longer strip of bubble wrap. And then we got this bubble wrap that they put sticky tape on. Only a little bit, not too badly. All right. All right. We have on PlayStation 4 Day 1 edition of Neptunia X Senran Kagura Ninja Wars. Ho 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 ho! That's a game. Ooh, fantastic. Neptunia and Senran Kagura join forces in this action-packed RPG. Slice through hordes of enemies, find strength in balance, channel the energy of the elements. Day 1 edition includes Ninja Wars for PlayStation 4, reversible cover sleeve, 8 trading cards, sticker sheet, A2 double-sided poster, and a collector's box. Woohoo! Fantastic. I've played one Neptunia game and one Senran Kagura game, but I have a bunch of both of them. The Neptunia one that I've played is the Neptunia portable one, which is where it's one of those games where you play it through. It doesn't take very long because the purpose is to play it through multiple times, because each time you do it, it actually unlocks different routes the next time. Now, Neptunia is a thing where the girls are like game consoles of sorts. Senran and Kagura are ninjas. They are ninja ladies. Yes. Now, this was used or new, not sealed or something like that. I don't remember. But it is the European version, as we can see by the ratings. but also with the whatchamacalls. Yeah, so it was new, new opened, unused, something like that. So we got the cards. Oh, we got the cards. All right, let's have a look. Fantastic. Because also the ladies, they've got their small versions and then they've got their big versions as well. Here we are. Ooh, hold on. So that's Neptunia. But when she's not Neptunia, when she's a big version, when she's Purple Heart. Ooh. Maybe I should look at these first before I show them on camera first. Yep, all right. So we've got Purple Heart. Ooh. Ooh. That's nice with the, you can, you can see it with the silvery. Then we have number 2, which is Black Heart. Ooh. And then we have number 3, which is White Heart. And then we have number 4, which is Green Heart. That's back. Ooh. And now we have characters from Senran Kagura. We have Asuka. Then we have Homura. Now, this one is, I think, the one that's on the cover of one of the other games I've got. We have Yumi. And then we have Miyabi. Wait, no. Nice. I got one of the big monitors attached, but also, thankfully, I can also easily unhook the monitor to the tablet, and I can still do art. Ooh, fantastic. Which I'll probably be doing while I protect the chat. Ooh, very good. Hi, Color Fluidly. Hi, Kuro. Yeah, make sure you don't get banned for showing too much people with nothing on screen. They all got clothes on. They all got clothes on. It's all good. It's all good. But that's all their bigger versions for the game ladies, which is like when they activate their game powers or something. I don't know. Like I said, I've only played it once, and not once. I've only played one of the games, but I played it through several times. But that was years ago because it was on the Vita, and so I would play it when I'd be in bed going to sleep, because it wouldn't take long to go do a run of the game. Yes. Not that we'd mind, I guess. He's shown much worse than this. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm noticing a pattern in their names. And good evening, Blank. I hope that you're well and wonderful this evening. Hi, Blank. I missed that. Hello, Viking. He had to two-hand a book once. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was a book that I couldn't even show at all because I would have had to have three-handed it. And then that would have been worse than just no-handing it. Oh, he's like 5 to 7 business days behind on chat, huh? It's flipping a minute. A minute. Hold your horses. Settle your farm. Put your boulders back on your shoulders? I don't know. Something about calamities. How do I don't want you to get hurt. Yeah, don't get hurt. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, there we go. Right, I remember that one because Kuro and I ended up Googling it. Yes, no, yous did. Yep, yous did. Yeah, get in there. There you go. There we go. So that was a game. That was a game. That was a game. Game. Well done. Ah, it was 5 to 7 business days in dog years at least. Oh, I don't know about that. Alright, I will not need to put it on that. I can pop it down on top of the Lego. For the rings, I'll pop that in there. And then I can use that for recycling. Okay. Now I need to put this stuff back into the box, and then we can go through the things and start sorting the things a little bit before we head to sleep. I've still got plenty of the other ones, so we won't need to be actually getting to these yet. How many? Where am I even going to put this box? But yes, as Colourful Willy would have noticed, it is cheaper Redeem Wednesday as well. So the redeems are cheaper. For this stream only. Until next week. They came out much easier than they go back in because of all the peanuts. I'm not going to be able to get it all back in because that's the flipping huge boxes. Because I'm just sitting it just on top. Really? Now it wants to do it again in 10 minutes. I can't just go... I go another time, but it doesn't let me choose another time. I just have to, keep going another time? I really don't... it's just going to keep doing it. I'm just going to I'm good. Hold up. Alright. I am going to get it to just do its flipping update and restart. Because it's just going to keep flipping... popping up. Oh, we're scheduled your computer to restart in 10 minutes. Fish. Alright, so all the bots are dying for a second. Well, for more than a second. So, don't try and add any quotes or anything. Or do anything fancy. Don't do anything fancy, because it won't work. Ugh. There we go. What? Whoop. Oh, still at work for a bit. Ho. I hope work is going well, Big White Bear, and it gets finished quickly for you, and well, and goes good. I thought you were talking about ads. Ah, yes, no, just the computer that runs the bots. Except for the bot one. That one's fine, but yes. Ha BWB, a second in dog years. Add quote. I mean, you can try it, but it won't work. Fish, I forgot to put the gummy bears away. Awesome. Hold on. Can I have these gummy bears? No, I cannot. Not these gummy bears. They contain milk and wheat, and they're made in Germany. Well, there you go. Bargain bear. Right. Let me just forward it a little bit more. BWB. I'll just do my own quotes. Oh. Right. Now. Previously, these are ones we prepared earlier. Oh. Are you actually supposed to take your socks off before you enter the shower? I'm still not quite clear about that. Salem, just 2 seconds ago. Yeah, no, I thought of this earlier. I'm like, Are people gonna say anything because I take my socks off before I go to sleep? Because I think that's weird if you wear socks to bed. So we know these. These are our graded ones. We've seen these before. Oh look, there's a rookie of Wemby, and so on and so forth. These are our ones that I've already got prepared to send off to get graded. But some of them I might not send off this time. So hold up, looking for me. All right, there we go. No, we don't want Windows 11 on you yet because you bamboozled me last time. I let you upgrade. Decline the upgrade. Yes. All right, there we go. All right, now it's things disconnected. Now I have to wait for it to boot up. Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh. And then the rest in here is our waifu cards, my fancy ones, and some of the duplicates and stuff, because I've got nowhere else. Oh, oh, oh. Very good. Wait. Forward, back. Very good. Okay, copy that. Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. Okay, now this should be ready to start opening up those things again. Except it wants to keep dying. There we go. Yep. We need that bot first, because that's the quote bot. It's also technically the death toll bot, but I don't really do that much. Slash. Anymore? Yep, there we go. And then we start one over here, which is the fancy one that does super fancy stuff, but I don't have it configured to do fancy stuff. And would you like to pick a number, please? Wiggle stick. And it just updated to have even fancy stuff, but I don't have the update yet, but that's fine. We don't need that because that's like super fancy stuff. Fancy. Ooh, fancy for me. There we go. All right, now that one is back. Now I need to open the Google Chrome so I can have the easier to read chat. Oh, fish, now it's going to be playing and showing me. No, oh, don't look. Don't look at the camera. Quick, fish. Ah, it took so long that when the pause registered, I'm looking. Oh. All right. Now the tickety tock's back up. Okay. Whew. We're all good. Where were we? I'm weird then, I guess. I sleep with the socks on. Alrighty. Yeah, sleeping is weird. Shower is just efficient because it cleans them. But socks don't really need to rest. Ho ho! And then it's the Wendy lady spinning around. I usually forget about the kill count thingy. Hi, Lumia. Number 11. Alrighty. Ooh, that's going to be the last one here, the first one over there. 1, 2, 3. 11. That one. Oh. You will. Yeah. Okay. Another box. What's in this box? What is in Wiggle Stick's box? This evening, Is there a game? Is there no game? There might be multiple things. If there's multiple things, only one thing needs to be a game for game to win. If there's not multiple things and the one thing in here is a game, then game wins. If it's not, then no game wins. Whether there is multiple things or there is only one thing. We just need at least one thing to be a game for a game to win. What is in here? I don't know. So we can guess. Let's guess. Let's make predictions. Only available on twitch.tv. Yes. We will find out in approximately 6 seconds. It better be an elephant. Kill count just sounds like a lesser form of regicide. Small and heavy? Well, it's heavier than the last one. It is bigger than the last one. Anything can be a game if you use your imagination enough. My favorite one is try not to get your socks wet when I take a shower. Ooh. Well, what do you know? Whoa. We've got some tortellines or tortellines? Tortellines? Tortellines. Salted plantain chips. Whoa. It's some bananas. Crisps. Banana chips. Ooh. Would you look at that? He's a happy fellow. And he's got pants on that is actually like the banana skin. Because then he himself is the banana. But wait, there's more of the exact same thing. Whoa! Oh, we got some more salted plantain chips. Oh boy. Snacks. Snackies. Hopefully not crushed in shipping. They're not very big, but yeah, they seem to be still pretty fine. They are a product of Ecuador. Made in Ecuador. Our plantains are born in the tropical lands of Ecuador, where some of the best are grown. Tortellines are carefully harvested and cooked to offer you a delicious crispy snap. Our plantains are light and crunchy and have a unique and wonderful taste. Nuestros plátanos hacen en las tierras tropicales de Ecuador, en donde crece uno de los mejores plantains del mundo. Another. But they do have a different flavor. This one is the salted. They have a sweet one. The difference is this one has salt. The sweet one doesn't. That's the difference. Yeah. I don't like the sweet ones very much. They taste weird. They're okay, but they're not as nice. The salt ones are nicer. Nom nom nom. A whole box of snackies. Woo. Till anything and everything has been deep fried at some point. I mean, fried plantains is a common dish in southern food, just not as crunchy as chips, as well as Caribbean food. And then the girl getting eaten by a shark. Well, fear not, because you got the chips, you ate the chips. What happens when you've eaten all the chips? Well, then you got the bag, you got the rubbish. But don't worry, because we've got some garbage bags. We've got glad to be green 95% recycled kitchen tidy bags. Medium size. We got the garbage bags. Whoa, fantastic. You want something sweet? Oh, sweet trash bags. Till is today I learned, by the way, just in case of confusion. There's more? Well, there is, because the medium might not be big enough, so we've also got the large. In case we eat too many chip packets, and there's too many chip packets for the medium-sized garbage bags, we've got the large-sized garbage bags. So we're all sorted. We have no small size, because the small size I get is actually a different one that's a different color, not the black ones. And so I've got plenty of them already, so we don't need the small one, which means that we have to eat at least enough packets of chips to fill a medium-sized one. Not a small size. Or when you have pizza day, you might need medium and large. As in body bags for myself and Dimitri? What? We're not going to have that much pizza that we die. Or if you don't like the medium garbage bags, you can toss them in the large ones. This is trash. This garbage bag is terrible. I'm throwing it out into the larger size garbage bag. No, for your pizzas, scraps. I have a what's it called out the back? What's it called? I turn and it rotates. Compost thing. That's it. I got a compost thing. Yeah. So for the scraps, we're all good. We're all good. Having ones that are home compostable is handy though, because then you can put the scraps in it, and then you can just toss the bag into the what's it called. But you gotta be careful with those, because some of them will say they're compostable, but they're not home compostable. They've got to go. It's under certain conditions that they'll do it, not in your general home ones. So that's where it gets a bit tricky sometimes. The other thing is that you can't use them for a lot of other sort of applications inside the house sometimes, because they will just start to fall apart. So yeah. But then, all right, you've eaten, and then you've cleared the rubbish in the bags and everything. Then what's left? I mean, you cleaned up that rubbish, but now you yourself, you're a bit dirty. But don't worry, we've got you, because we have your hand wash. We've got your bottle made from 100% recycled plastic, Palmolive Naturals, foaming cherry blossom, nourishes skin with vitamin E hand wash. So now your hands were all oily or dirty from whatever the case may be that you were being, but now you can be nice and cherry blossom scented with your hands, and nice and nourished from the vitamin E. And then your hands are nice and clean. Oh, fantastic. But what if, like, that's not enough? Well, then don't worry, because we have a second bottle. So you can, one for each hand. Both your hands. They'll be so nourished with the vitamin E. And scented of the cherry blossoms. It's all good. Don't worry about it. That's it. It was a saga in a box. A snack saga. The whole thing, from snacking to clean up and being all clean after the snack saga in the box. Thank you very much, Wigglestick. But that, unfortunately, is no game. No game. Maybe some soap. There was actual soap in there. There was actual soap. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. There you go. No game. Maybe some soap. There was soap. I'm just going to put that back in the box, so I can take the stuff back inside easy. These are a part of my Amazon subscription, subscribe and save things. So they just get done every X amount of months. So be careful with that one, otherwise that's actually going to pop down. That shouldn't be like that. It should be like that. Wow, that was dangerous. It was actually sitting in the activated position. If it got the right amount of pressure, it would have been foamed up. Foam everywhere. So foamy in this box. They'd be like, wow, where's the nuts? What's a squirrel doing in a place like this? But no foamy. Yes. Woohoo. Colorful Willy, get him ready for takeoff. Yippee, the box of random stuff, yeah. Whoa, big win. Big win for Colorful Willy. Alright, let me put this one. Oh, okay. Okay, now we can get back. I think my hands are still fine. So, the previous ones that I've already done, ones that have been prepared earlier, that I've done, that are all in the whatchamacall thing. Let me. Let's go through those ones. So we've got some One Pieces. We got a Charlotte Flampe. Hold up, let me change this a little. You good? Oh, now you're not. Yes. Charlotte Flampe. We got Charlotte Flampe one. I think that was the most expensive card that we got from that set. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was like $70 or something maybe. But it's a full art, altered art, secret art. I don't know. We have Eustace Captain Kid. Secret art, alternate art, parallel art, something like that. We got a secret art one of Kuro's Trafalgar Law, because I've got a bunch of the so all the secret art ones, or secret rares, that's what they're called. Sorry, secret rares are that sort of gold border, and I got a bunch already last time done because I'm gonna have a nice little collection of like at least one of all the characters eventually. Because yeah, that looks nice. How they done like that, right? Then we have, now this was a different rarity. It's called a treasure rare or something like that. Not worth heaps, but it was my first treasure rare. It's my only treasure rare. So yeah, and that's Portgas Diace, which is, I believe, are these ones you were sending off. So these are the ones that I've gotten ready to send off. I might swap some of them out, but I've got 35 slots. I think there's just under 35 here. So I technically can send all these off and a couple extras, but if there's other ones that I end up being like, well, actually really rather this one more than something else, then I can swap something out. But so most likely, yes. As you can see up the top here, there's the actual tag, because the card itself is in one of those tag sleeves I was talking about earlier. And again, then it is in the actual grading holder. So by being in this, what's it called? You can just easy pull it out. You don't have to be wedging your fingers in, bending the card around or anything. So they're really handy in grading situations where the card needs to be put in, sent away, and then they need to be pulling it out and everything. But yeah, so Portgas Diace, which I believe is Monkey B. Luffy's brother, and then that's Monkey B. Luffy with his brother or his father or something like that. I don't know. Then we have another one of the secret. That's not a secret one. We have a Monkey B. Luffy. The star, it's got a little star above the rarity, which I think means that it's a parallel. It's an alternate art, maybe. But he's got so many fists. I don't know why he's got so many fists. And this is what I meant. This one is another of the secret rares, so it's got the gold around it. And then this one, he's got black hands for some reason. And a really big torso now. We do already have a Monkey B. Luffy in the secret rare with the gold stuff around it, but there's a different looking one. I think we actually have two different ones already. So I'll get a couple, and then I'll see which one I like the most, and I'll keep that one, and I'll probably just sell off the other ones. Then we have another Eustace Captain Kid. Now, this is an older one that we actually pulled a while back. I didn't send it off last time, but I'm deciding to possibly send it off this time. And then I think that's it for the One Piece ones, because now we're into the Dragon Ball Super, and we have the Majin Buu Kid. I think it's worth maybe $20 or something graded, and so that's why I was like, oh well, we'll send it off. We opened this one a while back. I'll keep them in their orders that they're what's it called, so then we can count them up normally. But now this one we did open like the other week. I got to look up how people display cards since you've sent most of mine. So there's the Vegeta Proud Warrior, which is just fancy looking. I think this one was like the card's like $5 or something, but when it's graded, it's like flipping $60, $70 or something. Like it's sold for. Sure. Actually, no, I think this might have been the one that I saw that someone had sold it for $120 like 2 months ago. Then someone had sold it for like $110, a week later or something. A week later after that, $100. But like there'd been one, like it'd been slowly dropping down, but they'd been selling still for that amount. Um, but yeah, the art is pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. How they do the the rarities and stuff in the Dragon Ball Super Masters, I think is pretty cool with that like the gold sort of foiling, and then it also has the holographic shininess in it as well, which is kind of cool, kind of cool. So that's it for the Dragon Ball Supers, and then the new ones that we went through not that long ago with the Pokemons. We got the Machoke, where it's Machoke. So many Machokes helping the lady out. That Machoke's helping that lady out. He ain't choking her. He's helping her. Machoke, help. Moving. Moving, Machoke. Hire Machoke to help you move today. I'll go closer on this one because this one actually is nice artwork. How they do this. There's like a series, a couple of them that have like a similar sort of artwork style. But look at all those Machokes. Up in the attic. There's a Meowth outside. On the roof of next door neighbors. And the lady that's moving, instead of helping the Machokes help her move, she's just talking to the Meowth, the neighbor's Meowth on the roof. While the Machokes are Machoking around. So many Machokes. Then we have the Omanyte, which is a little Omanyte fellow with some Kabutos behind him, and he's all like, whoa, I'm alive, somehow. Look at me go. I'm rising up to walk on the street. Or maybe at least get out of the water and evolve, perhaps. Hmm. That was pretty good. Yeah, it has like layers. I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm up. I'm watching TV. I'm looking at you. Flip you. I'm alive. I'm dead. I don't know if he's doing all that. I'm running around. And then we got, now we're going into some of the other ones that we opened recently as well, which is the Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness, the Benedict Wong as Wong signature card. Unfortunately, it was the wrong Benedict that we were trying to get from that series. We got Benedict Wong instead of Benedict Cumberbatch. That's one of those tickety-tock sounds that lives rent-free in my head. Ah. I have no idea what that is. I mean, I know what a tickety-tock sound is, but I mean, I don't know what the, alive, dead, and up, and watching, and running, and flipping. Yeah. So many lives and deads, though. Then we have our fantastically amazing Doctor Who, Jacqueline King and Catherine Tate double signature card. Our 2 boxes so far of, not so far, but our 2 boxes of Doctor Who have been fantastic. Getting Karen Gillian in the first one, and then a Catherine Tate, but a double signature one in our second box. It makes me want to get another box because I'm pretty much getting the best that you can possibly get without getting the best being David Tennant or Matt Smith of sorts, pretty much. So I'm like, it's just teasing me. It's like he's not the best, but he is like pretty much the second best you can get. So I'm tempted to maybe get another box in the future if there's still any available because they are limited. But the same company that does these are the ones that brought out the new that new product came out, which is the Cheers one, and that is a good way to get a signature of what's his name? Ted Danson. Is it Ted Danson? Ted Danson. Ted Danson? Is he the murderer? Hold up. No, that's Bundy. Hold up. Red? No, Ted. Ted Bundy. No. Ted Danson. Yeah, no, I'm right. Ted Danson. Yeah. Yeah, so very, very tempted. The problem is because that's so new, it is actually quite a costly thing. But yeah, very tempting. Hmm. Oh, flipping news. No, no news. No news. It's basically a video of someone narrating over their dog moving around really fast. Ah, see. Now for my favorite series of cards, which is the Pop Centuries. So we have a Teen Dream magazine of Anson Williams. What's next for Anson? Win a date with Anson. Whoa, whoa. This one is a 1 of 1 for the color and foiling, which I think that might be Mojo, maybe? I think that's Mojo. I don't know. They've got weird names and stuff. We had a previous Teen Dreams in the thing, but it was a white. It was a white one and different foiling, um, and I think that was a 1 of 1 as well, but different person, not Anson. But also with Pop Centuries, we've got my Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. There it is. A blue one of that. Then we have still Pop Century, but a knockouts of Merrill Hemingway. That one's like the round one. Is the round one? Yeah, yeah. You got little circles there. Now that's all the sort of like pop culture type ones and everything. The rest I think are sport. I think. So we've got the only signature that we got for the cricket, which is Jason Sanger. And we got the what do they call it? Emerald something. Mojo Emerald, something like that. Of Perth Scorchers Ashton Turner, because that was a card 10 out of 30. We have now this one is from a while back. We opened this one. Colorful Willie was actually here. It was the signature that we got from that box, from the first box, and of the original AEW cards of Arn Anderson. Signature of Arn Anderson. Now, this one won't be. I think of cards that I've opened and pulled, I think this will probably be one of the lowest graded ones because of the fact that that was the first series that they did. So the card quality of of this series isn't fantastic compared to newer years. And you can actually see all along the top, all that sort of white sort of roughage. And quite a lot of their cards were like that, unfortunately. Straight out of the pack. But it's still a signature of Arn Anderson. Oh, yes. So it being a first edition won't mean anything. So it will to collectors and everything, but when it comes to grading, it won't mean anything at all. It's just that first edition, it being a part of the first one that was out, the first product of it that came out, the quality just isn't the same as the newer ones these days. And that's quite common as well. Like with some of the sport ones, for example, that we have over here, for the AFL ones, they've got all their different fancy rarities and foilings and stuff like that. But if you look back at like the first year of when they first brought them out, they just didn't use as much technology with it because it was the first one. So this was a part, of the the first edition, 2021 Upper Deck AEW. So they just didn't make them as nice as they do in the later years. I think even like the next year after it, they had a lot better quality control with them. But unfortunately, with these first ones, you can see that along the top of that card there. Unfortunately, but that's what. Mm. But I guess grading it just about the card itself. Yes, no, it's just about the condition of the card. And then into my second favorite series, which is the Leaf Metal Women's of Sport was the fantastically amazing quad signature that we got with Kim Mulkey, Becky Hammond, Jessica Campbell, and Rachel Balkovec. Balkovec. 4 ladies, 4 signatures, 1 card. Hoo-hoo, a 1 of 1. 4 signatures, yeah. Whoa. We thought we were crazy with the 2 signature one from Doctor Who. Whoa. We got 4 signatures with the ladies on sports. Then we got a Rachel Luber. I think she plays baseball, or maybe she's a commentator of some sort. And that one is a 1 of 1. Most of these ones are 1 of 1s. Then we have a Logan Misuracha. The She Got Game. So that one there, that's a base. That's the base one. That's sort of like the normal one. But then you've got your insert ones or whatever, which are your She Got Game. And then there's I think another one. I think she's a race car driver. Yeah. 101, She Got Game. 4 signatures. I wonder how they get the signatures. Do celebrities just take a day to sit down to sign all these things? Quite often, yeah. Like their publicist comes in. I've seen some videos of a couple of authors that have done it, and basically their publicist or whatever comes in, their agent. They have a big box of things, and they're like, all right, these are all the things that you're signing that I've made you money on. So you just need to sign 5,000 of these things, and these things are going to this charity or whatnot, and this one's for this company, and they've done your sponsorships with this and whatnots and everything. Yeah. Now, for most of these ones, for example, or pretty much all these products, almost all of these products, they're actually like a clear sort of sticker thing. Where, let me see. You can probably see it. Maybe you can sort of see the lining, see, just along there of the sticker, and basically they'll get they just get like books with all these stickers, and they just sign on all the stickers, and they send them back, and they get them and everything. But ones like this, for example, this is an on-card auto, where it's actually on the card itself. It's not a sticker. So in these cases, these ones are a little bit more difficult because they need to try to not damage the card while they're signing the cards. But that's why these ones in a higher grading can be a bit trickier, because they're actually dealing with the card itself while they're actually signing. Right, so they do just sign all the products. So they do just have sign all the products days. Yes, yeah. Right, instead of shipping around the card to all 4 people on the card, for ones like that, super easy doing things like that. But when it's ones like that, and they have, I mean, like this one, right? Those signatures are on the card. So it's 2 people, but it's still 2 people that they had to have either at one event type of thing, and the part of that event was like the business commercial side, where the company comes in and like, okay, they get all this done while they're there, or they ship it off to one and then ship it off to the other. And that's where getting ones like these in again in good gradings, in like high gradings, it just becomes so much harder. Like the one that I had of meow. Good evening, Phase. How are you this evening? Hope that you're well and wonderful tonight. Fish. The Girl Who Waited. Karen Gillan. The Karen Gillan one, right? The card itself had a little like dent up the top here. So where is it? I'll show it. Pull her out. Hold on. Let me pull her out. Where is she? There she is. So a 7.5. And that's pretty much like spot on for what I was expecting it to be. I knew it wasn't going to be super high because of the fact that it's right here, right there. Let me see if I can get the shine, the glimmer on it. You can sort of very faintly see a little thing just there, right? just there on the card. It's an indentation. Came out of the pack like that. So at any step of the card being made, the card going to wherever she was to sign it, all these different steps where it could have happened. This one will be graded higher. Again, I don't know if it's going to be a 10, but it's going to be higher than a 7.5. I'm thinking that one could be a 9. We could have a 9 with Catherine Tate, which would be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Up, down, and all around. There we go. I've seen books with signature plates, which is a bit more involved than a sticker / label. Yeah. Signature plates is what they tend to do with books more than labels or stickers. I've got a fair few books that are actually signed in the book, but they started to do more of the actual the signature plates, and I wasn't a big fan of that, so I stopped getting so many signed books. But what's his name? One of the Greens, John Green. I think it was John Green. I think he's the one. He had a whole book thing where it was all the people that pre-ordered his book. He was gonna sign the book for, and then I don't know. He ended up with carpal tunnel or something. He had a problem with his wrist because of how many signatures he was doing. His hand was in a cast or wrapped up or something like that, and so he ended up having to, for like the end of them or the last big batch of them, have to do the actual signature plates later on or something like that. Yeah. I just thought of this. It's sort of related, but not really. Since wrestlers travel around so much, sometimes people with collectibles will wait for them in airports to try to get stuff signed. Yep. Most of them get annoyed at them, though. Which I think it's fair, since it's not like they are working at the airport, just traveling to work. So if you get a signed on card with a high grade, is that like peak? Because I imagine a sticker signed isn't as fun. Yeah. The thing is that there's a lot less products that are on card auto. The other part when it comes to it, right, is with getting it graded, is that these cards here, it's a signature card with the card on card auto, so the autograph is on the card. But that's how it was designed. That's how it came out of the pack. These ones, sticker thing and all that. Now, for example, let's say Machoke. If I get this signed by the artist, it's not considered an on-card auto because it didn't come out of the pack like that. It's one that has been signed. It does have an autograph on it, yes, but because of that, a lot of graders won't grade it. Or if they do, they'll consider it as damage or a mark because they can't authenticate if it's a legitimate signature. Some graders do, like the real big one, PSA, their whole thing, they call it their DNA whatever, and it costs extra money, and they, go through the whole thing of making sure and figuring out, is that like legitimate, that actual signature. So usually if you yourself are getting something, graded, if you're getting it signed by the person, card wise we're talking here, you won't get it graded because it's so much more of a hassle. I mean, you can, and it can make it worth so insane amounts, but it's just extremely difficult because, again, a lot of graders, they won't grade it. Some of them will grade it but ignore the autograph. But then again, like some of them, like I said, will consider it damage. So it's that's where it gets real tricky. So that's why it's, the on-card autos, the card being signed out of the pack, that's like the best thing that you can sort of get straight out of the pack wise. Yeah. So high grades on them are good. They're nice. But again, they don't do that for all products. They tend to do that because it's easier. Ship them a small package this big, and you can get like 5,000 signatures or something. Whereas if it's the cards, shipping them something that big, you might only be able to get like 200 signatures or something like that. So yeah, ends up costing the makers of the stuff more money too. I know authors who stealth sign copies of their books in airport bookstores. Yes, I actually think I saw I think I saw a tickety talk or something where it was a girl. She went into a Barnes and Noble in the United States, and she just went and started. She was signing her books in there, so people would, go in and get it. I know in Australia, a musician actually, what he did was he got some of his new album, like the vinyls of it. He signed them brand new, and he signed them and everything, and then he went and he gave them and donated them to certain op shops, so thrift stores. So when people would go in there thrifting about looking to get a deal, there would be his brand new album just out on vinyl but also signed, and they'd be getting it for like $5, whereas the thing itself to get was like $40, in the retail music store next door. um so yeah. Um, right, they don't want forgers. Yeah. Does the card say that the signature is authentic? Yes. So on the back, for example, this limited edition autograph card has been personally signed by Jacqueline King as Sylvia Noble and Catherine Tate as Donna Noble. And then what do we have up on this one? After a frustrating 2 years, Sanger returned. No, that's just talking about here. This signature. The signature on this card is authentic and guaranteed by TLA Merchandise Proprietary Limited and Cricket Australia. So different, makers of cards will say different things. And then all these ones, for example, the sport ones or the Pop Centuries, they're both by Leaf. The authenticity of this autograph is guaranteed by Leaf Trading Cards. We hope you enjoy your piece of history. Congratulations, you have received an autograph card from Leaf Trading Cards. On the front of this card is an authentic autograph of Anson Williams. So yeah, they're all guaranteed by their things. And they get in massive trouble, obviously, if they claimed that it was authentic and it wasn't. But that's why like all these ones are real big. Like the TLA is one of the big ones in Australia. There's not many in Australia that actually do the stuff. But it's also in connection with cricket Australia as well. Leaf has some really big names with their things. They have the products of Elvis. They have Muhammad Ali product, which I actually had one of those ones once. The Bruce Lee one, I've got one of those ones. And they've got one that I've been very tempted to maybe persuade myself to get, which is actually the blonde lady in the white dress, and she stands over the vent, and she's like, "Oh, happy birthday, Mr. President." Not Manson. Marilyn Monroe. There's a Monroe one, and it's one of those ones where you only get like 7 cards, but yeah, it's like $800. It's more expensive than the flippin' Rock'em Sock'em wrestling one, but you can actually get. There's some cards that actually have lipstick stain, whatever, pressing clippings and stuff from things that she had, over the course of history had signed or kissed or what had knotted. So there's some real fancy things you can get, but it's so flippin' much money. Oh, but yeah. I assume yes. Oh, I saw that video too. They tried writing that video like it was a random woman vandalizing them. But it was the author. Yes, yeah. I've only ever bought one signed item, and it was a signed album/vinyl of Midge Ure for my dad. Basically, his favorite music artist. Oh, yes. Very good. Very good. Albums are vinyls are fancy because you can get your normal, just your black pressings, but then you've also got all your fancy, marbled ones and stuff like that. I unfortunately was reading an article that was like the most weirdest things that have been pressed and done for fancy vinyls and stuff like that, and it was because it was in Australia. Of course, it was Australian group. They recently brought out an album, and it's a scented one, and it's scented with so basically they found this person over in like in Europe somewhere, in France I think it was. They were a perfumerie over in France, and this French perfumarium had been able to figure out how to create the scent of a certain actress who made a candle that had a certain scent, and this perfumerarian had been able to recreate that scent. And so what this Australian band did is they got they hired that perfumerarian so they could get the scent, and they made the vinyl for their new album with that scent. So it has the scent of that candle that the actress made that smells has the scent of herself, a part of herself or something like that. He has it framed in the basement near his drum set. Ooh, probably the best reaction I ever got to a gift too. He started to tear up. Ooh. Second best was when I got James the animation cell from G Gundam. And that was a recent one, right? Wasn't it? Which I need to get frames for. Yes. Ooh, very good, very good. But yes, while reading about the article of that, there was another article about it as well, but that went on to the other 10 strangest things that people have done with vinyls. One was the artist's menstrual blood was done in it, so it had like a blood splatter, and it was actually their actual blood. Ugh. There was one where it was called the name of the album or something was called Beer and Something, and they had a gold version, right? The first fancy one that they had, the vinyl was filled with their urine, with the band members' urine. And that one, when that sold out, they did another one, and the new one was filled with beer. So it would be, similar-ish color, but also, I suppose, easier for them to make and everything like that. And there's been some absolutely, I wish I didn't keep reading that article, because I just kept going, and then I'm like, I'm at the end now. I wish I wasn't at the end. But I'm also glad I'm at the end, because there's no more. It just kept getting worse. And you're like, how did they even do this with vinyls? That's flipping crazy. Maybe I'll count it as part of his birthday gift. The frame for it. Yeah. Yuck. Oh, that's creeping into bathwater territory. And Logan, alrighty, no worries. Good luck. Is that not against some sort of health thing? Fans are weird sometimes. I dare say that one of the reasons why that they're so limited when they get these crazy ones done is because also they've got to get them done somewhere very specific. So like in some country where the, health thing isn't as weird. So yeah, I know I've heard of people putting their ashes and stuff like that. It had ashes or something like that. Again, so they're quite limited, but yeah, there's been some weird ones. There's some weird ones. My ones are just fancy colored. I'm fine with them just being fancy colored. Oh, I mean, the one that had the scent, I mean, that's just a scented thing, so that's fine. I mean, it's a bit of a weird scent for them to pick, obviously, but like that actual flippin' candle costs like flippin' $800-900 now or something to get. It's crazy. And their whole thing was that, we wanted to make it accessible to more people. That's why, it's the knockoff scent of it, but it's meant to be the same thing. But it's a vinyl. But like that vinyl still costs like what, $100 and something, but still a lot cheaper than flipping $900, right? So if you want to get that candle, that goop candle. But yeah, crazy. But yeah, I've got some real nice fancy, colored ones, but not crazy ones. Some of them are part of the prizes for the drawing guessing game, which we haven't done any more on in like 2 years. We'll get around to it. But yeah, crazy. I mean, talking about cards, right? Marilyn Monroe, the kissing lipstick stain ones and stuff like that. There's a product I've had once back when I had my store. It's a Japanese card thing, right? It's about a bunch of models and stuff, and then there is a US version, I think, called Benchwarmers, which is again sort of like models and stuff like that to do with sports and things. but they will, they've got the memorabilia cards, so it's pieces of their clothing and stuff. But the Japanese one, and I have seen this with a couple of other ones, like I think I may have seen it with the bench warmers, the US one, is they have DNA cards, which has clippings of hair in the card. I mean, if this were like, AI, Steven Spielberg's AI, with how I have my beard and my freezer and stuff like that, you'd be able to be cloning these people. Yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow's scented candle. Yeah, that's what this Australian band did earlier this year. Is they had their vinyl with that scent. They call it it's a scratch and sniff vinyl. I mean, I know like it's scratching when you're, but there are more people in this chat right now that don't know the draw and guessing game than people who do. Yep. Yep. We'll get to it again one day. I've still got the vinyls. They're all fine. They're probably dead by now with how long it's been. For those who don't know, with vinyls, you do need to keep them vertical, because if you have them horizontal, the real thing, the weight of gravity deforms the vinyl if they're kept horizontal for too long. The weight, gravity deforms them. So yeah. And they've been sitting in there for quite a long time. I think most of the time they have been up, but for some of the time they have been down. But anyway, we're still doing the sport ones. We also have JC Sheldon. I believe she plays basketball, and she's a rookie one. And there's also a 1-of-1. Most of these ones are 1-of-1s. Now, this is where it gets tricky with these ones, right? So this is still like the base. No, not that one. Like that one. See, it's the same thing. It's a base, but, there's gold and there's red. Is it a gold or is it a red? The problem is that when I was looking at it, I think for some of them, like, gold's a 1-of-1 and red's a 1-of-1. But then they've got, like, ones where it's called, like, something fancy, like Supreme Gold or something. And it's a separate entire thing. And that's where I'm getting a bit mixed up sometimes with some of these. And it gets real tricky because when you, try and look on eBay or Googling around for information on it, there's just not a lot of information, unfortunately. Then we have one of just straight up Kim McCulkey. So the lady that we've got, she's up there, first one on the 4 signature one. We've got one of just her by herself. Also a 1-of-1, I believe. Yep. Whoa, it's crazy time. Here's one of the other ones. So the one was She's Got Game. This is her story with Nikki Muhl. Nice red and gold one as well. Another basketball player, Mia Mastrov. Now this one always sort of confused me because I'm like, so a lot of them they do their number, right? They write their number next to their signature and stuff. Her number is 21, but she's like if that's upside down, right, then that's 12, or that's like a 7 but a funky 7 or something. But I've looked and I've had a look at her other other things that she signed in her signature, and she does her 2 like upside down and back the front. So yeah, a bit confusing sometimes. Which is why there are stupidly expensive record players that form a base under the deformed vinyl and matches it to the arm so that it will still... Oh, there you go. Fancy. Yeah. Wowzers. And Unlurk. Woohoo, welcome back. Yeah, she has a little heart in her signature. Very nice. Now we got another She Got Game of Lyric Swan. For the basketball. We have a dual one. So it's not as fancy as a 4, but this one actually looks nice. We have Unbreakable Jules with Logan Miskaraska, the lady that we had before. That one. And Tony Berendinger. That's a pretty funky one. Hear the funky music. Then we got Her Story of Hilary Knight. Playing the ice hockey stuff. Whoop. The first time I sent cards off for grading, the most amount that I like, the thing that was most of it was One Piece. In this one, the most of it is the women's sport. Bella Hines, Her Story, the rainbow one. And it's I think that's Mojo. That I think spoiling thing. Now that one's not a one. No, that one is a one of one. Because I thought I might have slipped one or two not one of ones in here. No, they all are. And then to finish it off, we have the old pigskin, gridiron, American football, Ashley Clam. I think that's like the worst color that I could have got of her because of her blonde hair. It sort of clashes too much. Well, not clashes, but she disappears. Her hair disappears into the yellow behind her. Yeah. So they're all the ones that we've gotten ready. Now, did anyone count them while I was going through them? All right, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 15. 15. Sport. 74. 193. Oh, that's a bell. It's a bell that's shaking its belliest behind. So 15. 16, 17, 18. 19, 20. 21, 22. 23, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we've got 4 more at least. I need to get at least 4 more to have my 35 done. All right, so let's pop these up here for the moment. Keep them separate from sport and pop culture. I was counting the seconds to no more urine collector talk. We got that sport one the other day of Terry Bradshaw. I'm tempted to throw that one in, but we've got so many sport ones. But that one's that's a pretty fancy one, I think. One of one, Terry Bradshaw. We'll have an asterisk on that one, and we'll think about it. We did get, now we didn't really get to see these because this was a package that was open when Dimitri was here that had the Australian Sport AFLs. So there's I think that's the fanciest one. That one's separate. Yeah, it is numbered 199 of 200. But that's like out of 200. That's not super fancy. So I don't know if we want to do something like that. But I do have a thingy over there, which I think has some more, whatchamacalls in it. Because I grabbed it and I was like, oh, there's things in here. Oh, there's things in here. The things that are in here, I think, are the ones that I've already gone through. So I've got more women of sports, but they're not the one of ones. Yeah. Got a bunch. These are the ones that don't have signatures at the moment. Yeah, these ones have signatures, but they're not one of ones anymore. Yeah. We've got a tennis player. What else we got in here? We got the soccer stuff. Soccer ladies. A lot of soccer ladies. See, I wouldn't mind sending off one of the cricket ones. These are the old cricket ones. they're not old. Like it's a new set that came out, but it's like got a lot of old cricket players, whereas the other cricket stuff is just Australian cricket. But this is like cricket from all over. So that's West Indies. Autograph card on the back, not the front one. That's Steve Waugh. That's a different one. He's a commentator these days. So that's of that stuff. Hold up. Where's the other ones that I had here? Because also, while a lot of them are for me to sort of get done to be sent off and whatnotted, there are some that I'm like, I wouldn't mind maybe getting graded to do as giveaways at some point. This is the newer research stuff. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Crowd reaction. When there's a bunch that are sort of kept together, then usually there's not going to be something that's like super fantastic. My goal. I think this is basketball stuff. Yeah, we've got a bunch of basketball stuff. I don't know if we want to do basketball. But what there is there's a box over there. Now, I don't actually know completely what's in the box. All I know that in the box is card stuff. So we're going to open that box and we're going to see if there's anything fancy in it that we might want to send, get graded. Oh, here we go. A box. Ho ho. Wow. 2 free boxes today. That's crazy. Now, we technically could do, game or no game, because I don't know what's in it. All I know is there's cards in it. Is there card game cards, or is there not card game cards? But we won't. So I can get it open and go through it. I have a package to pick up. Oh! So many packages. Oh. 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 Alright. I don't remember ordering anything. Oh, fancy. It's gonna be a surprise, unless that's a throne gift. We've got some Wolverine. That's not Wolverine, that's Dark Phoenix, but from the Fleer Ultra Wolverine series. Now, these are thick cards, so there's no real point going through them because I can't do them, but I got a Rogue one. Rogue Medallion. Oh. We got some One Piece ones. Oh, look, we got a carrot. Apparently, that's a rabbit. But they're all together, which means that they're not going to be like something fancy, I assume. Right? Maybe? I don't know. We have some more Fleer Wolverine. That one is actual Wolverine. Ultimate Wolverine. Woohoo! Again, none of these are like separate in their things, so they're probably not fancy. Here's some more of the Australian sport, AFL ones. Now, there is one that's in the big thing at the back there, so that might be a fancy one. It's numbered 80 of 300, 60 of 399. That's too high. We want something lower. Okay, we've got some One Piece ones that are in a thing. Ooh, ho, ho. All right. Top Century 1 of 1 proof production of Brie Larson. So what these ones are, so Saturday Night Host, May 7th, 2016. What these ones are is, it's a pre-production proof, so like that's a card that would get done, and then they would get the sticker and put the thing on it, but this is one to just, test out, basically, the card of how it's going to go out. So, yeah, that's a 1 of 1. There's only 1 of these, unfortunately. There's no signature because it's the pre-production one, but that's actually what they started doing in this year's Pop Century is that in the box that comes with like the 4 signatures or 3 signatures, whatever. I think it's 5 signatures. They include, I think, 1 or 2 of these now, and I think there's another card behind it. So that could be a fancy one. All right, we've got a basketball of someone from the Thunder team, Chet Holmgren. Just a shiny thing, something thoughts. Then we've got some. Oh, there's one that's in the flipping thing as well. Oh, number 99 out of 149. Jaylen Brown from the Celtic Boston. But they say it incorrectly. They Celtics. Oh, that's right. Oh. We have an Ewan McGregor signature one from the 2025 Pop Century. That's a fancy one. Oh, what is it? What's it numbered? Oh, it's a 1 of 1 as well. Oh, I think we will add that one. I think we're definitely going to add that one. Oh, ha, 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 ha. It's my favorite series, Pop Century. Okay, National Treasure of WWE of Kurt Angle. It's a 1 of 10. It's numbered 1 of 10 as well. Kurt Angle. A chunky card though. All right, we got another 1 of 1 proof thing. Richard Klein. Which means there we got another thing behind it. That's an actual signed one. We got R2D2. Beep boop. From Topps Chrome Black. Not sport, but anyway. We got a signature of Bo Derek, scripted. Jenny. So she plays Jenny in something. There's another one behind it, and we'll look at them in a bit. Oh, wow. Carrot, yes. Now this was a fancy one. They've got a new sort of series with this one, which is these vinyl ones, where it's got a little thing looking like a vinyl. Have the thing. And 42 Doug, whoever that is. We got 42 Doug. Oh. Yeah, it's Celtics. Yes. Yes. She is a One Piece character. Oh, I see the other One Piece card above Carrot. Yes. Yeah, we went through all the One Piece ones before. Oh, right. Oh, all right. Fancy. Okay, we'll expand it. So this is a redemption card. Oh boy, I got a redemption card. Winner. So this is what happens when, so with this product, right? They're waiting for all the people to sign the things and to send them back so they can put them on the cards and they can make their product and everything. But what happens if, Mr. 42 Doug doesn't get his signature back? You're waiting. You got all these cards that don't have his signature on it. You're waiting for his signatures to come in so you can put them in. What happens if they don't come in? Well, what a lot of the products do is they have redemption cards. So usually that's what it is that they just haven't got the signatures back in time. So they do redemption cards. So basically you get this. Card and level including parallels will be awarded at time of fulfillment, blah, 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 blah. Scratch off the code below and enter it in. So I put the code in. And then bang, it does the thing. So I've got a Mystery Pearl autograph. I don't know what that is, but fancy. Got an autograph card. Whoa. And some people will actually just sell the autograph cards as well. Like you go onto eBay and some people will. There was a sport one once that I was too. So basically, I won it and this other fellow won it because it was a dual autograph. So. The possibilities were he could buy me out or I could buy him out. I didn't have the money to buy him out. He didn't have the money to buy me out. So I was like, I'm fine to just have it random. Go random. I didn't win it, so he got it. But that card, so it was just an actual redemption for the card. It wasn't actually for the card because the card hadn't been done. But another redemption of that sold on eBay for like 2,000. So that would have been my most expensive card ever. But 50-50 chance, didn't end up getting it in the end. It was a Timberwolf. My character was the Timberwolf player, and their character was someone else. But yeah. Katakuri. I'll be napping. Alrighty, no worries. I hope you have a wonderful nap and sweet dreams, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Alrighty, we've got a signature top certified autograph issue of Bra Organa. Ooh. Star Wars Chrome Black light side autograph card of Simone Kessel as Brea Organa from something Star Wars. I don't know what. So this casing that it's in, that's basically very similar to the magnetic cases that I was talking about earlier. So, you know, it keeps them protected. It's not the same degree as encasing with, like, you know, when you get them graded, but it's above a top loader, right? So, yeah, that's the card itself is already in there. So if you were to get this graded, you know, you'd have to like cut it, open it up, and everything. So yeah, it's just fine as is. And then we've got oh, it's one that's in a slab thing already. This is one of this place's own sort of custom ones that they do. They themselves put it in the thing. But it's Marvel Metal of Rhino. It's numbered 12 or 25. Similar-ish type of thing, right? What else we got? But what is that? More Ultra Wolverine. More Wolverine stuff. But I think these are the fancy ones. Yeah. We've got a Dazzler, which I think is actually a see-through-ish one. Acetate, they call them. Have a good nap, Viking. We've got from WWE, Sean Spencer, number 8 out of 10. Sean Spears. Sorry, not Sean Spencer. That's, what's it called? So that's, Rock'em Sock'em Wrestling Fellow. And then we have, we have Nikita Lyons, signature. Oh, ringside action signatures. Ooh. Number 2 of 5. I think there's actually like marking on the card. You can sort of see that there's bluishness there, like pen. From like, so basically, you know, when they're stacking the cards and everything, she's signing the things or whatever. You know, I think the blue of it has rubbed off onto the back of it from like other ones. That's unfortunate. Wow. He was in AEW for a bit, but I think he's back in WWE. I think this is from, what year was this? 2024. Yeah, so yeah, possibly, yeah. Some more Wolverine stuff. Greatest battles of Wolverine versus Ogun and other things. Then we have Black Diamond Gallery, Logan Stankoven for ice hockey. And on the back, we have an autograph of Wyatt Johnson. Ooh. It's a thickish card, though. Again, thickish ones, some graders can't do, so it's easier to just ignore it. We've got Game Breakers of Liam Ryan. Oh. Forward 50. The West Coast Eagles. Again, Australian football, AFL. And we got Brownlow Predictor. Ooh, 16 of 60. So the Brownlow Predictors are a whole thing of if they ended up winning, you can trade that card in for a special fancy thing. But that was for 2022, so I don't know if whoever it was. Who was it? Nick Naitanui. I'd have to have a look at that. All right, we've got 2 packs left in here. All right, we got Dan Butler for St Kilda again, AFL. 351 of 455. And then the final pack in here, we've got for Detroit, Barry Sanders, American football. And on the back, we've got Edgar Cooper for the Green Bay Packers. Oh, that's a memorabilia card. It's a very flippin' thick one. Very thick, that one. So it's going to be a, I'll just slide the top one out. Yeah, patch card. So, part of his clothing. All right. Whew. So we didn't get any. There was nothing fancy with the no fancy One Piece ones, were there? Wow. We just got terrible One Piece stuff. All right. What we got? We got Carrot. We got Starfunkel in the barrel. Gaiman. Chopper Man. Gum Gum Giant. Starfunkel. All green ones. Carrot. Yeah, I think I got the green ones. I won the green ones. And the green ones had... Oh, no, there was. I remember now. So these were all the normal. Where would I think it's underneath the basketball player. They were fancy ones. Hold up. Woo. Like that. We don't care about that. We don't care about any of them. No, they're just the Wolverine ones. Don't care about that. That was the other, what's it called? There was one on the back. Yeah, no, it's not really. Was it? It's numbered 60 of 309. Too high on the thing. What was that one? That one, 8 of 10. Oh, I don't know. It's just a normalish one, but it is 8 out of 10. It is a low numbered thing. Hers is 2 out of 5, but there is that damage on the back. Oh, painful. So she looks fancy, right? So maybe. What do we got? This sport one, 99 of 149. That is a lot better than some of the others, right? What do we got? Like a reddish version of this. That one doesn't have a number. It's not numbered, that one. So that's fancy. But not fancy enough. So, alright. Yeah, here we are. Here's the fancy-ish One Piece ones that we got. But they're all together, which makes me think that there's nothing actually fancy there. Because if there was, they would have been separate, you know. So there's what I mean about with the top loaders, getting your cards out can be difficult. Which is why those bag sleeves can be very handy when you do need to be pulling things in and out and everything, right? Alright, what have we got that's fancy-ish in the greens? We got a buggy. We got a shiny buggy. Look at that shiny buggy. We got a Zorro. Zorro. We got a SR of Arlong. That's a like real fancy shiny one. Ooh, look at that. So that's an SR. We got a buggy. We got a Zorro. We got an army. That's a bit of an interesting artwork one with her, well, her look expression, looking out at whatever she's looking out at. We Are, a music card. What? I don't know what that is. Ooh, Zorro. And we got another We Are. That's just weird. Alright. What even actually are these ones? What's this called? One Piece. This is from the EB. These are pre-time skip. Ooh, I don't know what that means. But fancy. But Carrot is post-time skip. Oh. This was EB. There we are. Let's pull up. Oh, wow. Really? That's crazy. All right. Now, we're not going to be having anything up the top, I'm imagining. I'm going to be looking at them because they're all fancy looking ones. And I'm going to be like, ooh, look at that. Maybe I should get a box of that. Let's not do that. Keep on going. There is an alternate art of the Nami, but we do not have that. And of the Arlong as well. Fancy. There we go. All right. We're on the third page. On the third page, no buggy. Zorro is like 50 cents. Arlong is $2 to $5. Nami, $1 to $4. And we are, exclamation mark, 50 cents to $2. That's not too bad, yeah. So there's a 3-year gap in OP story where all the OP characters basically trained and got power buff / new skills, sort of like in Dragon Ball Z when they had to waiting on Cell when Trunks came and he was like, "Oh, the world's gonna end because this mutant thingy's gonna come and beat you all up." And so they're like, "All right, we're gonna go up into the sky, we're gonna go into this special time room, and we're gonna fight for like 5 years in the span of 2 days." No, actually, that's not it. It was like, okay, we've got 2 years. We've got to prepare and fight and everything. They did that, and then later on, I think they went up and they fought for 5 years in like 2 days, something like that. I don't. Flipping crazy stuff, but okay. And the cards you are holding right now are all before that happened. Slam, I have something you'll get a good laugh out of. Oh, when we got a little waving tail. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Kyoto, how are you this afternoon? I hope that you're well and wonderful. Hope that you're going good. So it's the older style / characters. Hi Kyoto. Hello, mom. And then bump. Bump. Lightning just loves to flash people. Aha. So I get the last part where it's the stomach and the chest, but what's the part before that? What's the first part? We go up on here where it's bigger. Are they turning around? Or is it their shirt that's being ripped off? Very springy, though. Very springy. Lightning flash. Oh, unintentional joke. Ha ha. Galliflually, right. It's his shirt being pulled off. I see. Gotcha. Yes. That's the same, except the top, his cape's still on. Gotcha. Mmm. Currently feeding the fur babies, now been having a very rough time. Ooh, not good. Not good. Good that they're getting food though, but that's very unfortunate. I hope that that can change very soon for you. Alright, so there's nothing really there in the One Piece ones. Whoop. Oh, wait, no, you're back in there. Whoop. And then, yeah. Alright, they're done. What do we got here? Not gonna be doing any of them ones. Nope. Alright. So we can't do that. But I do have to actually do that myself before time runs out. It expires on April 30th, 2028. I got ages. Okay. 42 Doug. 6 of 10. We don't need that. No, we don't need him. Okay, there's a couple of things in this one. Find out what we got in this. What do we got? Who else we got in this one? Yeehaw! I got ages, but he will still forget. Probably. All right, so we've got Bo Derek. What's she from? Bo Derek, American actress and model. She's from Tommy Boy. Bolero. Oh. Ghosts Can't Do It. I don't know that one. Women of Desire. I don't know that one. I Am Chris Farley. Yeah, I know that one as well because she was in the Chris Farley one. I Am Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy. No, I Am Tommy Boy. What are her other movies? Malibu's Most Wanted. Okay. Sharknado 3. I haven't seen that one. The Hunt for I-5 Killer. I don't know that one. Orca. Master of Disguise. Oh, that's flipping. What's it called? Yeah, okay. I've seen a couple of her movies then. Okay. What about TV shows? So different how this one plays it. Oh, she was in Sandman. No, hold up. That's not right. This is just showing me new movies. What? What to watch? No. What? Why would you do that? Show me the movies that she's in. All right, there we go. TV shows. Seventh Heaven. Two Guys and a Girl. Queen of Swords. All right. And we also got a Pete Davidson. He's an actor fellow. He was in a show where he played himself, I believe. Oh, no, yep, Pete Davidson. Oh, he's a comedian. Oh. Yeah, there we are. King of Staten Island. He's in Dogman. The Rocky. Bupkis. I think that's the one where he plays himself, maybe. Oh, he's in Suicide Squad. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I remember him in that. Guardians of the Galaxy? Huh. Trainwreck? Haven't seen that one. Not a big fan of what's it called. Alright, so he's a comedian. Gotcha. He's not very funny. I know the humor is dry, but his humor is almost pointless. Wow, they made a second Good Burger. Only like 2 years ago. He's apparently in that. Wow. Alright. And it's a 1 of 1. Wow. Alright. Well, we got a Pete Davidson. And Bo Derek is a 12 of 15. So 1 of 1s are ones that were more likely to want to send off. So that's those ones. What do we got with this one? His signature is giving PP. Yes. I mean, it's meant to be PD, but yeah. Yeah, because of how it goes down. And he's just like smiling and thumbs up. All right, so again, the 1-on-1 pre-production proof things, they're not really worth anything, but I like them because they, they show you different stuff. So I like that they include these with these ones. Now this one, the one behind it, 6 of an 8. But what is it? It is. We have Richard Klein. Ah, we got the same fellow, just a different version of him, scripted, where he's signing as Larry. All right, Richard Klein. Now, if that's not 3 guys and a baby, where is it? Flippin', what's it called? Three's Company. Yeah, Three's Company. Is that where he was Larry? Yes, that's where he was Larry. In Three's Company, he played Larry. So he's so scripted ones are fancy ones because they'll usually write the name of their character or sometimes like a quote or something that their character said. I've got one of the person who was Pinhead, and so their one Pinhead thing. But so we got them Larry from Three's Company, which is 6 of 8, and obviously that's a 1 of 1. But yeah, shows you the different foiling types and things, which is kind of cool. All right. Now this one, I know we will do this one because this is a 1 of 1 for Earl McGregor. Fancy. Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting, that one. All right, and then for the last one, which on the front we have a Brie Larson. Ha be do be ha. Kuro, I hear Larry, and all I can think of is the Impractical Jokers. Ah. I never really watched that. The one I've seen the most of would probably be the Dudes, but I was never really into those sorts of what's it called. Oh, the one we've got behind it is a 1 of 1. Who is it? It's possible it could be a Brie Larson, but probably isn't. But it is a Tom Arnold. Ah, that is also a Saturday Night Host one. February 17th, 1996. Oh, the foiling that one. Cool. Tom Arnold, 1 of 1. Tom Arnold was the wife. Tom Arnold was the husband of the wife on the show that was named after her. She's like super right wing or something, I think, and likes the fellow Roseanne. He was married to Roseanne at one point. He's a comedian. What's he been in recently? I know he was in that movie with DMX. Prayer to the Grave, or the other one. Tom Arnold. Yeah. Actor and comedian. True Lies, Soul Plane, Big Bully. What else? Gardens of the Night, Hit and Run, 9 months. Yeah, Cradle to the Grave, thought so. And the original one, which was actually Exit Wounds. Yep. What's something like popular? Not really seen anything. Huh. His main ones, I think, were True Lies, so on. What was the animal? Animal? Oh, he was also in the I Am Chris Farley one. Oh, but yeah. Look for a short moment so I can get dressed and ready for that. Already, no worries. Oh, I know. I now have to leash my dog on a lead outside. Ooh. Hopefully, how big is the dog? And Lurkin, all right, no worries, Kuro. And he is a 1 of 1 as well. So, that's a tempting one too. What was the number that we were at? He's an Aussie. I know Tom Arnold's not. Apollo is an Australian Shepherd. Ah, gotcha. Ah, I see. There's a couple of Australian dogs. Okay. But fancy. All right. Well, it won't be any of the pre-productions. That was 15. What were we at? 15, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So we've got 4 more. 4. We do those 2. We've got 2 more. We could do if we do the Pete Davidson. Oh. 1 more. He apparently nipped or something at my neighbor's kid, but he's a big baby and just wants to play, but he likes to play rough sometimes. Ah, okay, I see. Ah, yes. It's a bit difficult with children sometimes, because sometimes they themselves can be a bit rough as well with animals, which can, and an animal just sometimes, be like, I've had enough. Stop pulling my tail. And then, yeah. Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate. All right, so we need 1 more, which, all right, let me have a look at the Nikita lines. Apollo has no tail, which sucks. Ah. Yeah, you can see the signature is actually sort of slightly rubbed off and smudged. So it's like the actual sticker of it could have been underneath the card on the sheet or whatever it was before they went to put it on or something, which is, yeah, a bit unfortunate. Because that will affect the grading. That will affect the grading. Fish. Wow. So it's one where, for a personal collection, you maybe wouldn't mind getting it graded, but it wouldn't get very high. He had it docked when he was a puppy, along with the rest of his litter. Oh, okay. That's not very good. Yes, over here, docking of tails and the clipping of ears is illegal. Can't do that in any state over here. He's an 8 out of 10, so that one's still a possibility. Do you have anything that's in the other thing? The other batch? We got the Elvis ones. The fancy one is the big thick one though, 9 out of 20. But I don't know if we want that. Rookie card of Quincy Elliott. 12 out of 25. Got some soccer ones. We haven't done soccer ones before. It's kind of one of those show dog stuff, which I think is dumb. Yeah. I know with the especially with the Dobermans, they did the clipping of the ears, so they would be up to make them look more menacing as well. But yeah, no, that's been banned over here for quite a long time. Yeah, well over 20 years. So these are all ones that we'd opened previously. None of them. Oh, bang. Terry Bradshaw. That's it. I think that's it. We're done. Fantastic. We put them in the things, and then we're done. And then I can sleep. And we've done our thing. Didn't get to do the dailies, but that's fine. We can do them when I wake up. That's actually the same as that one. Just different foiling. Nice. All right, let me pop them in a thing. Now I guess I make myself food. Ooh, very good. I hope it's something tasty and delicious. Alright, we'll pop that up over there. That's all good. I'll throw them into there. Gently throw them. Fantastic. All right. We'll keep that out so I don't forget to redemption. Throw that in here. Actually, the other sport ones too. It's just gonna be a 3 cheese grilled cheese. Ooh, throw some onion and bacon in it. Make it an even better grilled cheese sandwich. It'll be 3 cheese, grilled cheese, bacon, and onion. I need to send in some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to get graded through GameStop. Oh. I want you to come off the sides because you're annoying me. Oh no. Also, I have Gundam TCG cards, not the set that's about to come out. I want to send in two. Oh yes, no. You can get the Japanese beta ones a lot cheaper, but yeah, getting the English beta ones, oh, it's ridiculously costly. So yeah, waiting until they actually come out. Yeah, it's a good idea. Ow. Right, pop this down there. Pop that over that. Oh no, I forgot to put the bubble wrap in it. Okay. Here we go. That's done. Okay, very good. Ish, there's more bubble wrap. Fine. Also, ad break. Alright, let's get this sorted so we can pop them in to their thing. And we don't need that up anymore. So I can get back to chat. It's getting cold. I've already turned the heater up twice. Once the other day and once today. Oh. Alright. Oh. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we got 4. We got 4. Fantastic. Let's get our 4 out. 1, 2. A bunch more than 4. 4. Okie dokie. Start with our McGregor. Qui-Gon, not Qui-Gon, the other one. Whatever it was called. Obi-Wan, that's it. These cards can be tricky, some of these ones, though, because of how they actually do, like, the what's it called thing? Um, get it all in frame. It's a flippin'. Hint or something? Or do I have a flippin'? Because last time I had a little what's it called, but I don't have a little what's it called this time. Microfiber cloth. So this is always the problem with when other people are opening cards. That it comes down to how they do it. They've got going on. And back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're just getting over one into a tag sleeve. And I'll have the hydrate. But yeah, with these ones, back to front. Because of how they can do the top on the card, is that it itself can sort of lift off sometimes. One of my previous ones was the reason why it actually got, like, I think it was my worst graded card, was because the corner actually was lifting off. Right, we're good. Get a mini stink. Well, no, that's two. There we go. Now, McGregor. So that was top stuff, so that's going to be going very bottom. All right, we'll just flip it upside down. Okay. Bump. Free sleeve. Hydrate. Thank you very much. I'm so glad I'm going to be leaving work early today. Woohoo. Very good. Very good. And we'll go Tom Arnold. Now that one's a definite one. This one's a definite one, I think, mostly. These other two could possibly change out if we end up, before I get the stuff sent off, most likely next week. Um, if we open a package or something and there ends up being some more cards in it, I might swap out Pete Davidson or Tom Arnold. We'd swap out Davidson first before we did Tom Arnold. It's the actual card. All right. The actual slight little dent, that L there. Right there, you can sort of just see it, a little dent. Was it 1-1? Yeah, it was 1-1 ish. If it wasn't a 1-1, I wouldn't bother. Gotcha. All right. Hit. Boom. And we've got Tom Arnold. Boom. Ready for grading. All right. Now for everybody's favorite, Pete Davidson. Get this sleeve out. Oh, that hurt. Oh. This one's got a little bit of up there. Got like little lines there as well. I like the color of the card though, like the red. Nice. There's our Pete Davidson. Now for our final one, from the sport, the sport, what they call it, signature series, sport one. Leaf Metal did sort of not really a replacement, but just like similar version of the women's sport, except it's just not women. That's their one of just everybody. It does have women in it, but not as many as the men. Not just the women. So that's why I like that women's one, because there were some really good ones to get, which I didn't get the one I really wanted, which was Tonya Harding. Oh, Tonya Harding is in this one here, this new one as well, but I didn't get her because I got Terry Bradshaw. Little edge of his number one. But it'll be interesting to see what I get for some of these for their grades. I think a good amount of them should be quite high, like last time. Oh, okay. I think this time there's definitely ones I'm like, this is definitely going to be a 10. There's a couple of the One Piece ones that I'm like, yeah, this will be a 10. I wasn't sure last time, but this time, good. Hopefully. Oh, and then watch, we'll get it back and we'll get no 10s. And Terry Bradshaw, done. All right, that is our 35. Fantastic. I only had to pick 4. But again, they will be the ones that we'll be sending off next week. And then it'll be about 45 business days until we get them back. Oh, get in there, get in there, get in there. Again, unless we end up opening up more things or anything. Because we still do have a couple of card products to open, but fantastic. We'll just that up there, them on top, and we'll just pop them in here. Upside down. All right. Now, I am going to go on a short break. Now, the next step of that actually is to get all the information of those things and put them into the actual form that I've got to fill out. But I'm not going to do that now because I'm too tired. And it's a tedious thing. So I'll do that later. You're in. You're done. Get you up here. All right, very good. Never mind. All right. I'm gonna go for a short break so I can get changed, and then I'll return. I also have to get my my blankets and my pillow, and then I'll return, and then I'll change things over, and we can get ready to sleep. Right, so I'll be back shortly. Don't touch that dial or change that channel, because I'll be back shortly. we're back. Oh, okay. Where are we? Where's my cursor? Oh no, it's dead. Oh, that one's still playing. We don't want that. Ooh. All right. Um. Bop 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 boop boop. It's very cold outside. All the cats are cold too. Oh, now it's dead again. Got my package. It was a throne gift. Oh, my mum bought some stuff off there the other day. Mostly useful stuff. Ooh, like the guillotine paper cutter. Ooh, very good. Yes, I've got my new one inside. I don't have the room for it anywhere. I still just have my small little lime one for photo stuff that I do when I do my photos for my photo frames inside. Yes. Ooh, those are fun. Just don't try to cut too much at once, or you'll mess up the entire pile. Duckentine, and even I, when I did stuff back at school, is you got the big industrial ones that the teachers use. They're insane, those guillotines, because they are designed to do multiple books at once for the kids. So it's whoosh, and it's sort of like massive little flipping lasagna of paper. Might try it out soon, because I gotta make some cards for Father's Day, plus my mom's birthday is soon. I usually just hand cut them, but maybe I could have straight lines. Ooh. Unlike all the blurred lines. Sleep won't come, no naps for me. Oh no, well maybe Salem can sleep for you. How great it would be if I didn't need sleep anymore, like ever again. But sleep is so comfy. Depends on who you're asking, though. Well, I like sleeping, but also having more hours in the day would be nice. Update on Les Amants. I have the DVD. Everything is in French. Also, the subtitles. Oh no! Oh dear. Yes, no, that was what I feared. Yes, unfortunately. Oh no. I guess I'll just have to try to learn French one day. I don't know how that's going to go. I'll do a search. Woohoo. But yeah, all right. I got my blankets and stuff, so we're gonna make the bed. Let me move this and put this on the table. All right. Oh, careful. Oh, there we are. All right. Excuse me, Lily. It's not a problem for me, but I won't be sharing anytime soon, I think. Ah, yes. But thank you very much for checking for me. Very much appreciated. That's going to be confusing that now the cursor goes that way up there. Right. I got my pillow. This is actually the pillow that I use on the lounge for where I normally sleep. It's my actual sleepy pillow. Sleeping time pillow. Sleeping time pillow. So that's all semi-deflated and squishy and lumpy because it's thin when I need it to be. Because I don't like big pillows. I get headaches from big. Do 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 do. Uh, what? Oh. We're all done. We're all ready. Okay. Are you gonna want certain redeems turned off while you sleep, or is it a situation where you will just mass do them all when you wake up? Ah. I don't know. Ah. This is my old waffle blanket that used to be on the lounge inside, but I don't know if you saw when I had it up. There was a big, like, hole in it from the cats. So I have a new one inside, a bluish one. This is my oldish one. I don't know, but good question, because I got to check the sound things, right? So, not doing the light thing. Can't be bothered doing the light thing. So, what we'll do is I got to check for the alert things, right? How do I do that? Alerts. I mean, yep, all right. What about the other alerts? Ah, those ones. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Ah, there we are. Ah. So, where's this? How do I check this? How do I do that? How do we do this? We got to check with the alert things. We need to see if I hear them and if you hear them. Let me go in there. See. All right. There's the button. Let me go full screen on this. All right. Now I heard that, and you should have heard that too, correct? Yes. All right. So I think it's just because I haven't had the Twitch one. It's there, so it pings the thing. So Twitch is like, oh, you've got it there. I just actually have it hidden, which is why I think sometimes we don't get some sounds coming through. They actually have ones for channel points now. There's a little new thing there. I'll have to figure that out. All right. So sound comes through. You can hear it. I can hear it. Wonderful. Why does that have a... Oh, because I have that set up for what's it called thing. It's possible we may get double alerts though, because we may get them as well from my normal alert thing for some things. But that's fine. That would be trickier for me to test. So at least there's a thing for sounds, for if people want to make sounds. All right. Now we gotta fix up the actual thing because you can't really see me when I'm laying down. I mean, you can sort of see me. Sort of. A little bit. We'll zoom out, though. We'll zoom out. No, no, no. One. That one. That's the wrong. Remember to change to I'm sleeping. Yes, yes, we'll get there in a second. There we go. Wonderful. Now you'll be able to see more. I can't go much lower than that. Can't hide. All right. Now the only question is though, is that do we go the dual screen thing, and do we have this going on as well? How would that work? Not like this, but it could be something like this. Zoom it back a bit though. I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I would have to change the other one. And then I'd have to get the focus set right. It's good that I can't see myself when I'm looking at the camera. Okay, so I have access to The Lovers of Montparnasse 1958, but I think that's different. Yes, I can do a request for The Lovers 1958 and hope that it's found with the English subtitles. That's not the one that we're actually after. It's much, much, much newer. Much newer. It's a musical, but like a theatrical musical. But they did actually do a yeah, like a live recording thing of it. But yes, much, much newer than that, unfortunately. Um, do we want the two views or do we just want the other big view? I could go like half top and half bottom though, instead of it being two portraits. You comfy? I hope so. Sweet dreams. Never comfortable. But that's the bones. That's the bones. Hmm. Okay, if you need me to check, let me know and give me a bit more info. No worries. I believe it's what is it? It's off the top of my head. It's something like 1886. Leomars, Leomar, something like that. It's a number though, but yeah. But it was what's his name? Rod or Todd? Someone did it. Musical, French musical. But yeah, I'll get the proper information. Send it through to you. Hmm. Les Mans de la Bastille, 1789. There you go. I was close. um, yeah, I don't know. But be careful. There are a lot of CDs with only their music. Maybe, can we go out a little more? We can go out a little more. It's Salem Sleep and Stream. While Salem attempts to snooze, you can send alerts, bits, and subs to try to wake him up. Wake up him. To try to wake up him. Right. I'll change my thing though. We're pretty close. We're pretty close. Oh, let me rewrite that. And thank you very much for the hydrate. Very much appreciated. I can see the grey hairs in the back. It's Salem's sleeping stream. While Salem intends to snooze, you can send alerts, bits and subs to try to wake him up. Oh, that's funny. I can request it in the original French, 2014, or a redone Japanese version in 2018. Whoa. But not English. Yep. Yeah, no, I was pretty certain that there hadn't been one done with English subtitles, unfortunately. Wonder if the Japanese one though might have English subtitles. If so, when you wake up, where do you urinate? Do you go to run back inside? Yes. I mean, the distance isn't much further than, you know, in my lounge room. It's like, yeah, it's not that much further. All right. Still don't. Yeah, but it's cold. But by the time I wake up, it'll be what's it called? Sun will be up, so it'll be warmer. All right. We're all fine there. Oh, right. I should probably end the YouTube version and the Tiggity Talk. We probably don't need those going. So let's kill them. Yeah, I can't mode those chats. All right. Well. Goodbye, YouTube stream. Thank you very much for joining. I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow, but I'll be back, or maybe I'll see what happens when I wake up, or today. But I'll be back Friday night to Saturday with Dimitri for the spooky stream, for the spooky game. And same for the Tiggity Talk. For both of them. And now. Bye for now. Oh, I've got to flip and confirm it.